If I see a baby with a bow on its head, I instantly judge the parents, and I deem your whole bloodline trash. Sup dudes, it's Dino, and I bring these some great news. I make it no secret that I don't like most things and most people, but in my heart, my hateful heart, I have a few select places that go for reserved categories. People who don't pick up their dog's poo. Oh, that's top tier. Guys who chew while they're talking to me. I just want to wring your little neck. People with loving families. I wonder what that's like. And my most hated subcategory of all, Funko Pop collectors. Now, I'm not your standard little commentary channel that likes to go on a 20-minute rant and make unfunny jokes about why Funko Pop people are cringe. There are plenty of videos like that out there already. I can talk about why I don't like Funko Pop people for the same reason that black people can say the N-word. I was one. Not the black person part, although I think you should let me say it like one time at least. We'll discuss that later. I was an avid Funko Pop collector, and by my own estimates, I must have wasted at least 2 years of my life and 500 quid buying these pieces of absolute crap. Do you know where that entire collection sits now? At the bottom of my nephew's toy chest. And I'm presuming you want to know why. Well, I'll tell you. Well, we're going through this article about people who've had the same awakening as me. Over 50 million worth of Funko Pops are headed to a landfill. The company that makes Funko Pop collectibles is in so much trouble, it's preparing to throw hundreds of thousands of its pop culture inspired figurines into the garbage. Funko revealed the plans in a recent earnings call, filled with so much bad news, its stock price fell off a cliff the next day. Inventory at the end of the year totaled 246.4 million. It increased to 48% compared to a year ago. This includes inventory that the company intends to eliminate in the first half of 2023 to reduce fulfillment costs by managing inventory levels to align with the operating capacity of the distribution center. In layman's terms, we printed too much shit, nobody's buying our shit, and we're in shit creek. You see, the way that Funko's business model works is they'll license anything with a heartbeat. A new movie came out, god damn it, we gotta get some figures out. A new video game came out, god damn, we gotta get some figures out. Your mother just died, god damn, we gotta get some figures out of her. It doesn't matter what it is. If they think they can make a penny, a schmeckle, no matter what it is. My homies at the Funko Pop Corporation are going in neck first and gag later. And to be fair to them, for the better part of a decade or however many years they've been around, it's worked out swimmingly for them. Whoever came up with the idea of taking one base model of plastic and basically just palette swapping whatever skin tone, color, or iconic changes you need is quite frankly a genius. And then selling them to nerds with too much money and too much time on their hand who will become obsessed with collecting every single one. Oh, it's money, 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 bro. Problem is, the Funko Corporation may have overestimated nerds' ability for desperation. Yes, they're very lonely people. Yes, they're very sad people. But everybody has their limit. And when you're producing this many God damn it, I swear I lost my voice at a sports game. I went to go watch Rovers v Sheffield the other day. I'm not a little boy, I'm not! Anyways, and when you're producing this many Funko Pops a year, realistically, nobody will ever get a full collection of all of them. So even your die-hard supporters you're beginning to alienate off, and the newcomers who are looking to get into your, oh god, I hate to call it this hobby, are put off by the sheer amount and volume of them that there are. You could collect one set of something, like all of the alternate Supermans in this particular category, but there's always going to be more Supermans in another category. It's just plainly financially not sustainable. And not to mention, it is completely out of the realm of possibility to recuperate any of the money that you've spent. But I'll get back to that later. Funko's warehouses are overflowing with 5-inch chibi replicas of Machine Gun Kelly. You're a double loser if you buy a Machine Gun Kelly Funko Pop. That is a combination of cringe too powerful for this world. Spider-Man, Pikachu, and every other vaguely famous cultural icon. And throwing them out will be cheaper than trying to sell them. CEO Brian Maturari said the new distribution center in Arizona was so full that the company has been bleeding cash renting shipping containers to hold all of the excess inventory. Funko slashed its financial outlook for the year and fell by another 25% this week as the company revealed it would also lay off 10% of its employees. That's okay, when they're homeless they can live in giant cardboard boxes just like a Funko Pop! Collect them all, unemployed edition! Part of what seems to be going on here is supply chain shortages combined with extra income and time at home during the early pandemic years spurred a temporary run on Funko Pop sales. Over the long run, 99% of Funko Pops are worthless outside of whatever depraved joy fans get from occasionally making eye contact with ones lining their shelves. And now a ton more of them appear headed for a landfill somewhere in Arizona. And then the author of this article thought they were quite clever and said, may our future ancestors or the aliens excavating our civilization sometime in the distant future forgive us. Oh Lord Jesus, I didn't even think about that. This is the 9-gag rock all over again.
A month ago, we asked the whole world to help us stop our legacy from being so boring.
I mean, where's all the fun?
We are going to take this rock and carve out the best, the most hilarious thing. Download the 9gag app now and vote for your favorite content. Help us change history. More than 600,000 people from over 100 different countries have chosen the best content to transform a huge 24-ton rock into the biggest, funniest, memeiest, and most important monument ever made by mankind. All the funniest and most important stuff of 9gags and humanity's humor is here. This monument will be the envy of all other monuments.
Dude, if an alien civilization finds a bunch of 9gag memes buried underneath the ground and a huge collection of Funko Pops in that same desert, I am clawing my way back from the void and ensuring that none of our legacy stands. Because if that's what remains of our species, we were worthless to begin with. I'm actually viscerally upset. It's like a poison is somewhere in the middle of the earth that needs to be extracted. A tumor that's festering underneath us. But speaking of tumors, if you have a Funko Pop collection, I'm sorry, that's what you have. Because most of them are pretty much just worth that. I butchered that transition, forgive me. No matter how many of a set you think you have, or how rare those Funko Pops you think are, they are worthless, and are almost certainly not a collectible item. If you like collecting them because you think it looks nice, then I think you yourself are the tumor. Brought it back around, suck my knob. Because I'm sorry, these things are not aesthetically pleasing at all. They in truth just make you look very immature and very unattractive to a potential mate. And I'm not saying this as like some sort of alpha guy who's like, I'm gonna help you get laid and make out with every girl you could ever want. I'm just saying, no woman wants to see that. No man wants to see that if that's what you're into. It's gaudy, it's unappealing, the colors are very off-putting, it's not a unique art piece, and it's a huge fire hazard. Instead of spending £50 on, I don't know, the Assassin's Creed collection, why don't you get yourself like a nice Roman bust? Take those posters off the wall of Wonder Woman lassoing and put up a nice decorative piece like a giant Indian flag, for example. There's just no benefit in owning, buying, selling, purchasing, touching a Funko Pop. They only ever lose money from the minute that you buy them. They look terrible and trashy. They do the exact opposite of what you want, which is getting laid, and they make you look as common as mud. Now, if you do own a huge collection of Funko Pops and are watching this video, relax, breathe, put some classical music on, grab your Nintendo Switch, lay down on your beanbag chair, and ignore the man who's going into the bedroom with your wife. And just listen to me for a second. If you are over the age of 20 years old, you have to get rid of them. It is your obligation as a human being to shed the skin that is oppressing you. It is okay to be shackled in the wretches of capitalism, but it's not okay to be its most obedient slave. And for Christ's sakes, get a bit of a personality, lad. That's all I have to say on the matter. I wish you well. Legally, you have to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.